Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday night again. And who do we have in the chat? We've got Proof Rusty and the Moose. And we got Bar Run Forge. Howdy, 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 he says. We got Troy Sutton and at Ashland. And Rebecca Touched by Yarn. And there's Kevin of Hiking with Jackie Boy, Debbie Dratch, and Joe Jacobson. There's Ace. And Sal's Camper Life. We got a lot of people in here already. Oh, we got Kelly. That's Rebel at Heart. And Peter from Old Man King Homestead. Leanne Gunther. And Wanda Henry. And there's my buddy Todd Laginus. That's LJ Woodworks. Beverly Moffett. And there's Tony, Our Cabin in the Woods. And my buddy Chris from Adventure Awaits. And okay, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. We already got somebody in the basement, is it? So let's add Rusty in here. How you doing?
What's up? How are you?
Just doing the live. My dog's not here. What did you do, Dexter? So what have you been working on?
I am currently working on my new shop. I've been working on it for a few months because I only have a little bit of time at the end of the day. And some days I just don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we, wife and I made a little progress today. We finally finished up the ceiling like we liked it. And, yeah, I'm just taking it one step at a time, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's a 12 by 20 building.
That's a decent size.
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger than what I had. Not a lot, but
yeah, I was out here working in my shop, if you want to call it that. Today. It's kind of frustrating because everything's jammed in here for winter. And yeah, I was thinking about what things I would like to have done, like insulating. There's a couple of walls that are not insulated, and then there's one wall that has to be completely built if I'm going to. Well, it's more than that. Never mind.
yeah.
But it's doable. It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so I bought a basic 12 by 20. It's metal on the outside. And I just started upgrading it, from get-go. So we've insulated it as best as I could afford. And we've got all the inside covered. We got, we got a chair rail, and it's metal on the bottom side and wood on top. Just a press, because I'm poor, and we're just working through it. I'm starting to think about how I want it laid out, how I'm going to do stuff in there, and we'd run all the electrical in there. I'm gonna have air. Yeah, you can see some updates. I'm not much of a poster, on YouTube. I have a channel, but YouTube's basically my social channel. That's what it is. It's a social channel. You're not going to learn anything from me because I'm just learning all this stuff. So,
yeah. Troy's phone is glitching again. Is that his hint at me not to ask him to come up on panel? Yes, my shop does. Thank you, Troy. He has actually seen my space. It's there. It's definitely there. I just have to figure out how to do it because it doesn't. There's the one section of it that goes all the way up into the second floor of the barn, and I don't obviously want to heat or cool the whole upstairs of the barn, so I just have to figure out how to section that off so it's going to work.
Right.
And I can't close that in because there's a 12-foot door right there.
Oh, yeah.
High door. 12-foot high.
Yeah, so I got a 6-foot roll-up door that came with it. I kind of wish they didn't offer just a double opening door. I think I would have preferred that better, but it is what it is. But yeah, have you messed around with the diesel heaters any?
No, I have not. Shade Tree Cook is in here. That's James Hall. Did I say hi to Wanda? Let me catch up with a couple of these people. There's Johnny Lathes and New Time, New Beginnings. New Times, New Beginnings, 1990. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Wanda. And hey, Leanne, yeah.
Todd, you should come up on panel. It would be nice to see you again. It's been a while. No, computer is glitching. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to get to see Troy and Michelle again soon. We'll see how that's going to work out. He is kind of in my path of going to Oklahoma, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, there's my Alaska Bill is in here. Good evening. Thanks for stopping in. What kind of things do you hope to make is there anything specific or is it random?
Random. What we've made, so like my very, very first project, of course, it wasn't in the shop. My very first shop was actually a 10 by 10 canopy in my driveway. But in my first shop was I made a coffee table for my mother. And then I don't know, just a bunch of little stuff. I made a spinning wheel, like a Wheel of Fortune type. It's not that, but kind of that, It's up and spinning around. I made one of them for some people and just various things. I see something and I want to see if I can figure out how to make it, Roulette wheel. Yeah, I guess maybe a roulette wheel is what you would call it. I don't know. Sort of. No, I just
roulette lays down where you're talking.
Yeah,
about
this is like vertical. Like I've seen them in casinos. No, I don't, Todd. I thought they were amazing. I seen one, I bought one, got it all. That's hooked up in the shop now. I just got it all buttoned up today. It works fantastic. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I got an air conditioner. My parents donated me a 18,000 BTU air conditioner, and we got that mounted in there. It's also got a heater in it as well.
That's what I gotta look into. Here, I was thinking I should go with the forced air, but I see that they have those air. I haven't seen what the interior part of for the house is like, but they have it just like an air conditioner unit on the outside, and it's supposed to heat and cool. Is that the same thing?
No, it's not the same thing, but yeah, if you've got a big area, you get one of them. And it's something that they make them DIY, ready to go. You just got to put it in.
Sure, would be nice to get rid of that forced air, all that ducting and stuff. For one thing, the ducting on my house is running in the crawl space, which is not ideal, obviously.
Yeah, right.
It's usually better to have it running on the interior of your house through soffits and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my parents got that. What's it called? It's called something. Todd, I'm sure can tell us. Mr. Cool. Yes. Cool. Yes. And they got like a several unit deal, and it was like $3,500. And somebody came and put it in for them, got it and put it in for them, but still, they work fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to look into that for sure, because I got those portable air conditioners to make do, which is fine. I when my dad and I were deciding what I should do, we came up with getting those because I got all brand new windows in my house. The last thing I want is a window air conditioner messing up my window.
Right, exactly. Mini splits.
So I can always use that out in the shop when that time comes, which would be perfect, because I can set those up right on the wall and have a permanent vent that goes outside.
Yeah.
I taught that.
Yep.
Shopping.
But my real exciting setup, and I haven't got to do it yet. Once I get everything all figured out where I'm going to move from everything from the old shop into the new shop, I got a deal from a guy, and it's a lathe. It's a jet lathe, and he gave it to me for a freaking sweetheart price. And I can't wait to get into that. I love everything. I've been watching lathe videos, people turning bowls, and I can't wait to, make a bowl or something on it. Give me all kinds of stuff all kinds of little, the cutting tool bits, all that shit with it. Excuse my language. So I'm just slowly working towards getting it all put together. But
Jeff Killian came in here. Good evening. Yes, and I got a handful of equipment that I still have in the boxes, thinking that I was going to do unboxing videos, but screw that. I got to talking to some people, and I was like, they're really not that valuable to your channel, because people will come in, watch it, they won't subscribe, because I only came in because I wanted to see that. Even if that one video does well,
I don't.
It's okay. It's just that I don't think that they're necessary if you have a channel that you work hard.
Like I said, I love the Waffle House. Yeah, it's can I get some scattered, smothered, and covered over here? How about some coffee? The service here is terrible. Look, I know I'm not going to be no big time anything. My YouTube channel is purely social. Everybody that has subscribed to me is people that I'm subscribed to, and I watch their stuff and I comment on their stuff. And when I put something out, they comment on mine. And I'm It's not going to be a thing with me. I am going to put out videos when I want to, or I don't, whatever, you know. I just like, I like going out and meeting people. Like I've met several people, Old Path, Rhinestone Suzanne. You know, that's my goal, is to go out and be face to face with people and do stuff with them. Not.
Yeah, the homesteading community that I'm involved with, they have a meetups. You know, there are a few different meetups that they have annually, and it's always nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met most of these people in the chat in person.
That's awesome. Yeah, see, that's my goal. I
visited their house.
Yeah. There's Belt Loop. That's a name that I was familiar with just the other day.
Yeah, I haven't met him in person. I know him. I mean, I know his channel, and I think I've even been.
My Alaska's waiting for you to come up to Alaska, man. I mean, hop on that plane.
Right there. I'll be right there. It'll only take me like a week to get there, but car, train, plane, bus, roller coaster sideways.
Right.
It goes to smother, covered, end up, scatter, and splatter. I must have missed something of that.
Yeah, that's the Waffle House stuff.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how those Waffle Houses are run so differently. I went to an event once, and there were two different Waffle Houses within 5 miles of each other, and one looked like a grease pit.
Yeah,
and the other one was nice. I mean,
yeah.
If you can call a Waffle House nice.
Well,
it was put together, let's say.
Yeah. That's all in the managers. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to.
I mean, that one was nasty. We walked into it. We had gone to the one the day before or 2 days before, and then we saw that one, and we went, we're going back to the other one.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hey, Bailey's in here. Chris from Bailey Woodworks. How you doing? I've been trying to be in people's I try to get in everybody's live at least, well, once every week or two. But I try to rotate it a little bit.
That's right, Belt Loop. It's pecan, not pecan. That's right. Pecan waffle.
But it's so amazing.
Alaska's calling you out.
I never see you in my lives. When was the last time you had a live? I haven't been getting any notifications for you having a live. And I would be there if I saw one, for sure. I get notifications for your content video. I don't know why I wouldn't get notifications for your lives unless you're not having any and you're just joshing with me.
Probably that's what he's doing. It's been over 6 months. It is live. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. I think I probably was in his last live. Yeah, I did a trim for this room that I'm working on. And because I used some of that trim for the other rooms, I didn't have enough when I got to this room. So I got, well, that's no big deal. I'll just go get more material and do it. Well, I can't find that material anywhere. So I had to find a paneling, which is, it's the same paneling I used in the bathroom. And then I'm going to have to rip that up. And it should look identical when I'm done painting it and everything. But it's been a pain in the ass. I had to go get a different router bit because it just was, I hate that router table. That's, it's very rare that I ever buy a piece of equipment that just irks me. And that router table has been nothing but a pain in the butt. I should have taken it back when I first got it. But now I've had it for like 7 years. Win some, you lose some. I think there was a cordless circular saw I got once that I hated and ended up burning. It just died on me. Hardly even used it.
What was it? What was the brand?
It was a DeWalt.
A DeWalt? Really?
It was a DeWalt battery operated circular saw, like a 7-inch blade.
Yeah. My wife, so in her work, she's been there 25 years, and after so many years, they get a book they can pick out stuff, so for her 25th anniversary, she picked out the DeWalt 7 1/4, but it's the dual, what is it, the dual volt, where it's 2060 or something like that. I forget what the heck that's called. Anyway, it's fantastic. I use that thing all the time. Like, yeah, somebody just messaged me.
Well, once you pick a brand, you kind of stick with it because you want the batteries to go with it.
Right. You want the batteries.
And I really have been pretty satisfied with DeWalt. I mean, people say, oh, Milwaukee's better, or this is better, or that's better. Well, they all do the same thing. And since I still have them all and they all do the job, then, that works for me.
What is that called? Is that the XR7? No.
Ranny Ridge Woodworking and More came in. Thanks for coming in. I saw you somewhere I saw you in somebody else's live, and I was like, how did they know that channel? It was just odd. I can't remember what the channel was. I just was like, wow. Ranny Ridge in this one. Ranny Ridge. I don't know. I can't remember what the channel was, but it was one that I remember it being a channel that not a whole lot of the people I know.
What's up, Johnny? Johnny Lathe Craft?
I saw a couple of his lives recently.
DeWalt DCS 578. That might be it. I don't know, but it's got the dual battery, dual voltage. It's like 20 volt or 60 volt or something like that. But it's a fantastic freaking little. And the damn batteries are like $250 a piece. It's unreal. I was like, man, I got me a nice little present for you working for 25 years.
I'm starting to regret. I like having the corded router, and that's a DeWalt as well. Sometimes the cord does kind of get in the way and kind of fight with what you're trying to do. So I kind of wish I had the battery operated one.
Yeah.
It's still a great machine. The one thing I really hate about that router is it's got this little tiny toggle button that you have to look for every time you want to turn it on and off, because you keep, you switching it around. I wish it was just bigger, and then you really have to hit it just right to turn it off. So if you had your hair and beard and everything caught up in it, you'd be screwed because you can't turn it off. Your shirt and your jacket.
So what would you say is the latest best tool that you have bought?
I can't say much about my drill press because I haven't got out of the box. The latest best one that I've got recently was,
or the worst one?
I got my Laguna lathe, but I've only done one project with it so far, and that was because I don't have my grinder out of the box yet, so that I can sharpen the tools. I haven't done anything content related since late September, I think. I'm pretty sure that's when it was, because my mom got sick for like 3 months. And then just one thing after another kept happening. And now it's freezing out in the shop.
Yeah.
Excuses. But once I can make a commitment to get going on it, then I will. But I don't want to start up something and then have to stop again. I want to get to the point where I could commit to sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm itching to. I really want to be making some things or trying some things. There's some couple of different things I've seen that I really want to try, but I've got to get this thing done so I can get the stuff moved over, and it just seems like it's just taking so long. Of course, I'm slow anyway, but yeah, so I'm going to be looking into dust removal, and I keep hoping that I'm going to see that Harbor Freight with the $299. Is it $299? The 1.5 horsepower dust remover, 4-inch, deal that they have. I keep waiting for it to go on sale. I've been waiting for 6 months now. I'm wondering if it's ever going to go on sale. Let's see if I can find it here.
Hey, Todd, you know what? Have I even seen a notification for any content videos from you? If I did, I got to catch up with it. But for some reason, I don't think you have put any content videos out. I think you had a live not too long ago, right?
Leggy, the hat I have, I bought it, but the band my wife made. So the hat is from AmericanHatmakers.com. I wished I was, I wish they were sponsors or whatever, but they're not. AmericanHatmakers.com. It's the Marlowe top hat. And then the wife made the hat band. I actually have two. This is the black one. I have a doe skin brown one as well.
Work got in the way, Todd. Yeah, it does. Work can definitely get in the way. Jennifer Ocean Homestead is in here. Good evening. Thanks for stopping in. And he was talking to Leggy, but I didn't say hi to Leggy yet. Hi, Leggy.
Hi, Leggy.
Where'd you come up with that name? What is the story behind that name? My Leggy.
Yeah, they do have their 20% off going, but it doesn't apply to, or I don't think it applies to that. I don't know. I'm part of the inside track.
Extractor.
I don't know.
Dust extractor. Well, my hope, and probably will happen, is I need to, right outside the barn, the large barn door, I want to have a maybe like a 10 by 12 concrete pad that I could just roll all my equipment right out in the fresh air and just do it. Because everything I get, as far as, like bandsaw, drill press, all that stuff has to have casters. So I can move it around wherever I want it.
Right.
And in some cases, well, if you do that, then you can parallel park your equipment, and then you just pull out the ones you want when you're working on them. You're never working with all of them at the same time. Rarely.
Right. Well, if you're working with more than one piece of machinery at the same time, I want to see it. I'm just saying, if you're running the drill press and the lathe at the same time, hats off to you. I want to see it.
I bet there's a way that you can work the drill press and the lathe at the same time.
Not safely.
Well, you'd basically just use the lathe as a pivot manually. You wouldn't run it. Like, say you want to drill holes center to something you were spinning, and you wanted to do multiples all the way around.
Are you really trying to figure out how to run two pieces at the same time? Come on.
Hey, don't tell me. Don't be surprised. I have thought about that. I try to come up with ways. That's my problem. I think too much and not enough doing. But like I said, my drill press isn't out of the box yet. This next week is going to be in the 40s, and I would like to take a little bit of time here and there and just open everything up and assemble it and start so that when I need it, because there's projects I would like to work on, and I go, oh, but I don't have my drill press set up. Oh, but I don't have my grinder set up. Such a defeatist attitude.
Yep. Or invite a buddy, like Jeff Killian says. There you go.
Well, what's the backstory on that? Invite a buddy for what?
To run two pieces of machinery.
Well, when are you going to get here, Jeff?
Yeah, right?
You run the lathe and I'll run the drill press.
Yeah.
When did he say that? Where is that comment? That's got to be way up there. Am I not getting my comments at real time or something? Because if you just said, did you just say Jeff Killian said something?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Really? Oh, wait. Click up at the top where it says top chat and do live chat. Sometimes you might not.
Well, I'm in the StreamYard, and StreamYard.
Oh, Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I see it. It is StreamYard's behind. And I always go with the StreamYard comments.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's behind. I always open up a different one and pop out the live chat from the YouTube and put it off to the side.
I probably
See.
should just do that. I ran an 8 spindle copy lathe for many years. There you go.
Whew. Look, Alaska. I don't want to. No, don't be complaining about the snow. You're in Alaska. You're there. You know that stuff's going to be there. No, you're not complaining about the snow.
Yeah. There's really only one. My dad plowed like last week or something like that. Can't remember when it was. It was last week when I was sick. And that was the first time it really needed to be done. But I really couldn't do it. That's pretty bad when I have to let my dad do it. Because that's my job. But he did a good job. I mean, he used to do it a long time ago, but I've been doing it. I can't remember when I started, but I haven't stopped since.
Thank God I ain't got to worry about that crap down here in Alabama.
Well, like I said, it was so far. I think that was the only time the plow was used for snow this year. It's just staying here. It's just we're not getting a lot of snow, but it's not melting.
Yeah.
Fortunately, next week is supposed to be in the 40s, low 40s, but it should melt it out. It melted it all off my house. The fruit stand has a lot of snow on it, and well, I was sick this weekend. I looked at it, I was like, that's a lot of snow.
Did you have the flu?
I think so. I think that's what it was. I still have a little bit of a residual cough. Fortunately, it did not go into my lungs. It just stayed in my throat. I think, what was it, last year or the year before, I had bronchitis really bad.
Well, that's mighty fine of you, Alaska. Plowed his neighbors because his snowblower was broken. That's a heck of a neighbor thing to do right there. Well, no, that's actually what neighbors should do. But, in this day and age, that's mighty nice of you, my friend.
Unfortunately, it's gotten to a point where I don't even know some of my neighbors because they moved out and just never made the connection.
Yeah.
The only real neighbor I know, where I would go over and chit chat with them and stuff, is across the street from my dad, mom and dad. Our washer drain line froze up. So now we're doing the laundry. Or I got that cut off. Now we're doing the laundromat.
Yeah. Plywood, what's up, my friend?
And you guys are in Pennsylvania, right, Jeff? I keep mixing you up with... You're in Pennsylvania. Where is Roger and... Did I forget her name? Roger Caldwell. Where's he? Hey, Elegant Woodworks. You should pop up. We've been talking about tools all night.
Yeah. I got to go let the dog out real quick. Let me I'll be right back.
when did they change the wrench to a shield, and why? Why? I think Roger lives in West Virginia. Oh, all right. I didn't realize they were that far away. It'll be nice to see you guys all again. Just a couple more. I am tired and hungry. Y'all don't want to see me. Yeah. You're tired and cranky, like that little kid. I've had a long day. And I'm tired and cranky. Plywood's in here, and he's changed his picture again. So now he's trying to trick us. Every time he comes in here, he's got a different picture. How you doing this evening, Plywood? That's where I think I saw Franny, is in Elegant Woodcraft. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the news too much. So how's the weather down in those southern states? Is it evening out again?
Yeah, that's not bad. I think it's in the 40s right now.
Perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it was. I did watch Johnny Lathe the other day. Lathe-Craft. Where's Dexter? Dexter is freaked out. Something happened that he got freaked out about the water bottle. And I even changed the jug to a picture instead of the water bottle because it crackles or something. And it freaks him out. So every time, I had just started the live, and I went to go pour my water before I started the live, and he took off and hasn't been back since. So the days of him sitting there, I don't know. He's in the other room on the recliner chair, I'm sure, which is probably more comfortable anyway.
Yeah, so tonight's going to be a low of 35. Tomorrow's going to be a high of 62 right here in the southern states, the deep south, Alabama. And looks like we're going to be in the 60s. We're going to possibly be touching 70 on next Monday, 75 next Tuesday.
Yes, Dan. Dexter's feet are always up and relaxing. I don't even know how that dog sleeps that much.
Johnny, I am, if you look on the map and you look where Atlanta is, and then you go due west where Birmingham is, I am almost right directly in the center between the two. Little town called Heflin, Alabama. Johnny, I think, Johnny, aren't you over in Mississippi somewhere, buddy? Seems like Johnny was in Mississippi. Or maybe Tennessee. somewhere in there.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever known that.
I'm pretty sure it was Mississippi.
82. Oh, you're in Texas, aren't you, James? I hope it's no 82 degrees when I get to Oklahoma.
Northwest Mississippi. Well, dang it, Johnny, I'm gonna have to come see you, my friend. Because that ain't but about 3.5 hours for me. 4 maybe. $12 miles from Memphis. Yeah, there you go.
West Texas. Yeah. And Texas always has the more extreme temperatures.
Yeah, they do.
Oklahoma, I think, is in the 60s right now in the daytime, and then low in the nighttime. And I hope it kind of stays around that. And by the time I get there, I want it to be 65 would be perfect. Less chance for ticks.
Yeah. Todd, we don't really get mosquitoes up here where we're at. There ain't really no stagnant water. That's more South Alabama.
Yeah, I say anything over 45. If you get into up to 50 degrees, that is, I could go out and work easily in 50 degrees.
Yes.
And probably end up taking, if I'm actually like huffing and puffing on something, I probably ended up taking my shirt off or my jacket off.
Yeah.
Or a t-shirt.
Yep. Yeah, 50's right up to about 70. Then it starts getting above that, and it.
Well, I think it grows on you in a bad way more and more every year, because I used to be able to go out on an 80-degree day and not really think a whole lot about it, but now 80 is just not comfortable.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's because we're old, Brian.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 55.
We're the same age. I'm 1 year behind you.
You're happy up to 100.
What? Elegant? What? Can somebody block him? And what up to 100?
Well, you can. I'll send it your way when it comes, because
yeah, no shit.
He's only like an hour and 10 minutes away from me. So you leave that crap down there.
Yeah, I do. I remember being young. I was born in Florida, and we moved out of Florida when I was about 10. But I remember just being hot, and it didn't really, you're a kid. It doesn't freaking bother you. You're running around doing all kinds of crazy. And I remember the parents and the older people, complaining, "Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot." Well, I understand now.
Well, it also depends on what kind of work you do and what kind of things you do that are required, and you're working outside and stuff. Being a grape farmer, you're outside.
Yeah.
And we have just grapes now, but we used to have crops too.
Yeah.
And that's been a while though. I would say, let's see, 2007 was the last time we did tomatoes as a crop. even cherry season, man. Cherry season was right in the beginning, middle of June, and that was hot.
Yeah, blueberries. We have we don't have as many as we used to. We got rid of a bunch of them, but yeah, blueberries. You go out blueberry picking when they're in end of June, beginning of July. Oh my God. You're dying. It's better than freezing. No, Elegant. No, you see, you can put on more clothes.
You
And
can't
get-
take your skin off.
You can't take your skin off. That's right. That's right.
Well, fortunately, in the wintertime, my work is indoors. Like 98% of anything that I would do would be indoors.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to come out here in the barn and cut stuff like I was doing today, milling up trim and stuff because of the table saw and everything. But I think after tomorrow, I should be able to just stay in and paint. I mean, because all the trim and everything will be up. Once I get started painting on it, I think I'm going to put out a video of the room I'm working on, and I'll divide it in half, the whole project, and put out a second video where I finish painting it and furnish it.
So, is there a preferred? I don't know how to explain this. You know how, like in a kitchen, you know they want you to have like the refrigerator and the stove or whatever, and like within a certain amount of distance in a triangle. Or so, does that apply to, you know, like woodworking? Do you want like your sander and your miter saw and your planer within a certain, you know, thing? Or
There is something,
you know,
there's something to be said about that. Like if you are a furniture maker, somebody making cabinets and stuff, you usually want the first thing to be your jointer, and then after that you'd want your thickness planer, and then you would have your table saw. I mean, however, it depends on how big your shop is, how you spread it out. But yeah, there is a rule of thumb that you could go by when setting up a shop. Something I definitely won't be worrying about. Because like I said, all my stuff is on rollers, so I'll just pull whatever I'm working on out in the middle.
Yeah.
And I guess if I wanted to, I could easily have a tube coming down to hook whatever I'm working on into the dust collector.
Yeah. Keep in mind you have to keep your wife always in your way.
Yeah, and my wife's always in my way, she said. Yeah, she'll be out there doing something. Yeah.
Blocking the traffic.
Right, you know. No, I you know, I depend on that lady. She's like my right hand. Sometimes the right brain.
Just needs to stay off my sander when I need it.
Well, there you go.
Workflow. 1 minute.
1 minute, Brian.
Meaning I have 1 minute left.
Oh, where are you going in 1 minute?
Well, because Peter at Old Man King Homestead comes on at 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
Standard. Central Standard Time. Like total brain fart right there. Let's see. Yep, it is time. So I want to say thank you to all my all the people that came into the chat and my moderators for protecting my channel. Thank you, Rusty, for coming up and keeping me company and alive. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 9 o'clock Central. Bye for now.